guys, it's Mrs. Lamphere. Welcome to Entrepreneurship and Marketing. Both these classes are very similar, so I'm just going to do one video and kind of cover them both. This is the Entrepreneurship classroom. Ta-da! And the Marketing classroom looks very similar. Oops, let's go to the home page there. So this is your course homepage. Again, they look very similar. I'll go into some detail about what each of these parts is here in a minute. But with our entrepreneurship classroom, let's start here first. Again, both classes are very similarly set up, so I'm just going to do one video to cover them both. So whatever I do on this screen applies to marketing as well. So let's first take a look at our class calendar. This is where I will have all the assignments that's due that day and that week posted for you to see for yourself. I do have something posted every day, and this is a daily schedule for you, just to kind of help you keep on task. You should be logging into this class every single day. You should be spending at least 45 minutes to an hour on this class every single day. And if you do that, you will be golden as far as staying caught up and not falling behind. So again, I have something scheduled for you every single day. And then, so if something's not completed, so you have until Friday to get all of these assignments done. And if it's not done, they go in as zeros the following Sunday. So keep that in mind. And I'll go over that again when I reach my grading policy. This is my teacher contact information page. So you can always contact me through Kmail, or you can contact me by phone. I have my extension here, 4011. You can also contact me by the course homepage chat box. In marketing, you have one of these too. Okay, so most days, every day, all day, I'm sitting at my computer, so you can always, if you have a question, type in your name here, alert me that you have a question, say, "Hi, Mrs. Lamphere, I have a question." And then I will respond back to you, "Yes, how can I help?" Okay, so that's just an instant way to get a hold of me if you don't want to wait for me to respond to a Kmail or whatever. So again, 3 ways to get a hold of me are Kmail, telephone, or this chat box. Okay, those are all great ways to get in touch with me if you have questions about any of the assignments. Class Connects, Entrepreneurship. Your classes will be Tuesdays at 1:30 in the afternoon and Thursdays at 11 in the morning. So be sure to attend at least one of those every week. And then Marketing, our Class Connects are going to be Tuesdays at 2:30 and Thursdays at 10. Okay, so those are when our Class Connects are scheduled for each of these classes. So again, you should be attending at least one Class Connect every week. So the Class Connect that I do on Tuesday will probably be the same one that I do again on Thursday. I just have them at different times in case one doesn't work for you. Hopefully the other one will. And if neither of them work for you, then you need to be watching the recordings. I will post those recordings on this page as well, and I have links for you there. Okay, business email structure. Again, entrepreneurship and marketing are business classes, so I'm expecting some professionalism from all of you in this class. When you are writing me a Kmail, you need to use proper business format with correct spelling and wording, correct grammar and wording, and spelling. I should have put all those 30 things in there because they're very important. Here is an example for you. Mrs. Lamphere, my name is Jimmy Dean, and I'm a student in your marketing class. I have a question over assignment 1. Could you please give me a call at your earliest convenience, yada, yada, yada. So you'll see there's a salutation with a colon, a body of the email, a closing, and name. Okay, we actually have an assignment. One of our very first assignments is to address a formal Kmail to me, so I'll go over that again too. But I will reject if you send me a Kmail and you're just like, "Hi, I have a question over assignment 1." No periods, no punctuation, no capitalization. I'm going to shoot it back to you and say, "Try that again." Okay? This class is not difficult, but I do expect some professionalism from you. Which leads me to my grading policy. Again, this class is by no means difficult. Okay, marketing and entrepreneurship are very basic business classes, very easy to go through the way this class is set up, and I'll show you that some more too. But I do have high expectations when it comes to grading your assignments. This is a business class. You should be completing your assignments in a professional manner, which just means everything I talked about, spelling, grammar, punctuation, all that stuff. So here are some things to keep in mind when you're completing your assignments. You must use correct spelling and grammar when completing assignments. If you are submitting something and you have incorrect spelling and grammar, that question will automatically get a 0. I don't put up with it. You guys know how to spell. You know how to use spell check. You know how to write a proper sentence with capitalizing your I's. It's not difficult, so you need to be doing it. Responses to assignment questions must always have complete sentences, and I'll show you the difference between assignment questions and study questions. So complete sentences unless otherwise stated. Sometimes they will say list things, and so then of course I'm not going to look for a complete sentence. But otherwise it must be. Study question responses must also have complete sentences unless otherwise stated. Responses that are copied and pasted directly from the internet are an automatic 0. Okay, I don't tolerate copying and pasting from the internet. You guys need to get your own answers and you need to put it in your own words. It's called critical thinking. Gotta try it. Assignments will go into the gradebook as a 0 if not completed by Sunday. So again, when I'm talking about the calendar, everything that's due that week will go into the gradebook as a 0 on Sunday if it's not completed. What else do I have here? Okay, let's start with the very first unit that you should be working in. This big one that says before you begin, do that first. The very first thing you should be doing is watching this video, which hopefully you are right now. And then you'll be completing this assignment over the video. So as you're watching it, you'll copy and paste these questions into a Word document, respond to them, and then submit them to the Dropbox, okay? Assignment welcome video, Dropbox. Just to kind of prove to me that you watched the video and you understand it, so on and so forth. One of the next assignments you have, and this should all be completed on day 1. Very simple, very easy assignments that you should be able to bust out and get yourself. In total, these are all worth like 50 points, so you could get 50 points first day, no problem. So the next assignment is submitting a class picture. I'd like to do this because when I log into the class, I want to see smiling faces looking back at me. So you guys can either submit a selfie. This is kind of an example from my life skills class in last block. I got a picture from everybody, which was awesome. So you could either do a selfie or you could do something that represents you. For instance, got a couple of football team logos here, some Legos thing here. So if you don't have a picture of yourself, send me an image that represents you. Again, favorite musical instrument, sports team, favorite animal. Keep it appropriate, whatever it is that you submit. Okay? So there's a Dropbox basket for that as well. And then you also need to send me an introductory K-mail using the proper business format. Okay, so for this assignment, you will be using proper business format to write me an introductory email. In this message, you should include your preferred name. For instance, my name's Abigail, but I like to go by Abby. Which class you are in. Tell me if you're either in marketing or entrepreneurship, so this is for both classes. I want you to tell me if you could have dinner with anyone in the world, who would it be and why? The type of business you would start tomorrow as if there was nothing that could stop you and why. And then you also need to keep in mind this email needs to have correct spelling, correct grammar, a salutation followed by a colon, so don't let that technical jargon scare you. So Dear Mrs. Lamphere with a colon, that's a business email. Closing salutation, so either sincerely, yours truly, best regards, something like that, followed by your name. So here's an example email for you that you can read, just kind of going, including all those things, so on and so forth. So you need to submit me. Again, this should all be day 1, the assignment video, watching the video and completing the assignment, the class picture submission, and the introductory K-mail. Those should all be done very first day. Okay, then the rest of the class is pretty self-explanatory. This class is divided into 10 sections. You will need to read every section and then complete the study questions over every section. And then there's also a quiz and an assignment with each section as well. So as you go through, what I would do is, as you go through, there's different study questions for each lesson of the section. So you will not submit these study questions until you've completed all the lessons. Okay, so don't read section or lesson 1 and do study questions lesson 1 and then submit it. You need to complete all the lessons first and then submit into the Dropbox. Okay, so make sure you're completing all the lessons of the study questions before submitting. Short quizzes over each section, and then an assignment with each section. So again, you'll need to copy and paste these into a Word document, put in your responses, and save it and submit it to the Dropbox. Oops, let me put that on mute there. Again, so this is the same for each section, 1 through 10, study questions, quiz, assignment. And then there's a final project, and I haven't quite decided what that's going to be yet. So, but it's going to be worth 100 points, and I'm giving you the entire last week of the class to work on it. So once I get that decided, I will let you know. Okay, let me double check to make sure I've gone over everything. I think I have. So again, get this day 1, get this class picture submitted, the questions over the video submitted, and the K-mail written to me, your teacher. And should you have any questions, let me know. We can talk about this more at our Class Connects tomorrow, which again, for entrepreneurship, it is tomorrow on Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. and for marketing, it is at 2:30 p.m. So you can bring your questions there, and we'll kind of go over anything that you guys have questions about. Okay, that's all I have for you. Thanks for watching. Get this assignment submitted, and yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow at Class Connect.